Component 4C concerns communicating with families. It's a very important aspect of professional responsibilities, which is domain 4. In this component, teachers, of course, establish and maintain their relationships with the families of the students they teach. Now, naturally, this component differs quite a bit according to the age of the students and the communities in which they teach. For example, teachers of young children, primary, kindergarten, early childhood, and primary, and to slightly lesser extent intermediate level students, they want to, and in general are able to, maintain very close communications with the families of their students. As students get older, they assume more responsibility for their learning, and there's less interaction with the families, although there is always some. There is always some. Now, there are also some communities where it's very much more difficult than others to maintain ongoing communication with families, mostly just because those families themselves, and I'm thinking communities where a lot of people live in poverty, or they don't speak English very well, for example, where it's a real challenge to maintain close communications with families. Depending on what the situation is, teachers have to come up with various strategies. For example, when parents work long hours and find it hard to come to school for conferences, for example, or when they have big families and younger children, some schools, for example, set up a child care center so the parents can bring the younger children with them, and the younger children will have somewhere to be while the parent meets with the teacher. These are challenges that teachers confront all the time, but they are important to try to overcome because the communicating with families is so critical. Now, there are several elements to this component. The first one is just communicating about the instructional program. The second is communicating about individual students. And lastly, there is engagement of families in the instructional program.